Yo, what's good out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Trademark Sunday's Best, What You Cooking, for this Sunday, February the 19th, 2023. And as always, Trademark wishes everyone out there a groovy day, and as always, Trademark keeps his day moving and grooving. So today, I'm going to be making for you some homemade chicken cheesesteak in my skillet. I got me some bolio rolls, and I'm going to hook me up some sandwiches. So first, let's get to these ingredients for this homemade chicken cheesesteak in a skillet. And the ingredients are as follows. So here are the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make this chicken cheesesteak in a skillet, and the ingredients are as follows. So right here I have 2 pounds of chicken thighs. Now these are boneless and also skinless. You can also use chicken breasts. Me, I'm more of a thigh guy. So like I say, you can either use thighs or breasts, but this is 2 pounds. I'm going to be using for my cheese, I'm going to use some pepper jack cheese, and I got some non-smoked provolone cheese. I got a green pepper, a red pepper, and also a red onion. Now here is the bread little rolls I'm going to be using, and this is some bolio rolls, and I also got me some lettuce and tomatoes. And to season the chicken, I'm going to be using some Montreal chicken seasoning, some Italian seasoning, some Himalaya pink salt, black pepper, and garlic seasoning. I got some garlic powder, onion powder, and right here I got some salt-free roasted garlic and pepper. So once again, here are the ingredients I'm going to be using to make this chicken cheesesteak in a skillet. Now, let's get started. Also going to be using some canola oil and some unsalted butter. So let's first start off by seasoning our chicken. So the first thing I'm going to do is take some of this canola oil and just going to drizzle like maybe 1 tablespoon over the chicken. And then I'm just going to go in with my hands and thoroughly mix that in. So now, let's get the seasoning. So the first thing I'm going to go in with some of this Montreal chicken seasoning. Next, I'm going to go in with some of this Italian seasoning. I'm going to go in with a little garlic powder, some onion powder. Right here I got some of this Himalaya pink salt, black pepper with garlic. And I'm going to go in with some of this salt-free roasted garlic and bell pepper seasoning. Now I'm just going to go in and give this a thorough mix. And after I mix this, I'm going to set this in the refrigerator like for an hour or so and just let the seasonings marinate into the chicken. So I'm going to cover this up, put it in the refrigerator, and I'll see you at the next step. So now over a medium flame, I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of butter and also 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. I'm going to spread it around in the pan, and once I do that, I'm going to add in my vegetables. My vegetables, which is my red peppers, and I cut them thin. I have my red onion, and I also have my green peppers. I'm now going to add a little bit of this salt-free vegetable seasoning to my vegetables. And I'm just going to let this cook until all the vegetables get tender. So now my vegetables are tender, and I'm now going to remove my vegetables from my pan, and I'm just going to set it to the side. So at the last minute, I decided to add some shrimps with this chicken cheesesteak. So I just took out probably about 15 shrimps. I defrost them, and now I'm just going to cut all the shrimps in half before I throw some seasoning upon it. So now let's season these shrimps. First, I'm going to add some Old Bay season. I'm going to add in a little garlic powder and also some onion powder and a little bit of this roasted garlic and bell pepper. And then I'm just going to give this a mix. And I'm going to meet y'all at the stove. So now I'm getting ready to make the shrimps over medium heat. I'm going to add in 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. And also I'm going to add in a 1/2 tablespoon of canola oil. And I'm just going to let all of this melt before I add the shrimps in. So now I'm just going to place the shrimps in the pan, and I'm going to cook them for 2 minutes per side and remove them from the pan and set it to the side and begin my next step. So now over medium-high heat, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of this canola oil. And once it heat up, you can start cooking the chicken. So now that my grease is hot, I'm going to go ahead and drop my chicken in here. And I already cut them into like thin pieces. Now I'm just going to let this sit like for maybe a minute and a half before I even start touching it and flipping it. I just want it to like brown really good on that side. So now it's been like 6 minutes and I've been agitating and turning the chicken over, and the chicken is done. So now we want to move on to the next step. Now I'm going to add in my shrimp. And I'm going to add in my vegetables. And then I'm just going to mix this all together. And now I'm going to put the lid on it and just let it cook for 3 minutes before I add in my cheese. So now let's add our cheese. So today I'm going to be using provolone cheese, and I'm also going to be using pepper jack. So I'm just going to lay the cheese in. I got 2 slices of pepper jack, and I'm going to be using 4 slices of provolone. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my flame off. I'm going to add my top, and I'm going to let the heat cook down my cheese and let it melt, and I'll see you when that happens.